Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to Miller's Woods. I'm Michael Miller, and today what I'm going to show you is how I can take a rough cut piece of walnut, looks like this, and turn it into this nice little walnut bowl. So stick around, I'll show you how I do it. So I'll go over to the shelf and pick up the piece of walnut I want, take it to the workbench, and draw some center marks on it. So you gotta get the center marks. I can draw a basic circle on it, just rough, then take it to the bandsaw and cut that out so I have a little less to turn away and turn it around on the lathe. Then take it over to the lathe and screw a faceplate to it. So screw it onto the lathe and start turning the outside round. After I get the very outer edge round, I'll come around the end and start flattening off the end of it. I'm using a 3/8 inch bowl gouge to do all my shaping here. You remember to bring the tool rest in as you need to. Keep it as close as you can to the work. After I get the end trued up and flat, I form my tenon so when I turn it around, I can clamp it into my jaws. Then I just continue working the shape, working the outer shape down. Don't really start in with this. I don't really know what shape it's going to be, but if you just take your time and listen to the wood, it speaks to me. It'll speak to you too. Um, it'll let you know where you're supposed to start, where you're supposed to stop, especially on the lathe. So refining my tenon just a little bit there and make sure it's nice and square and I can get a good grip on it with the chuck. Then once I'm happy with the tenon, I go ahead and sand the outer edge or the outer face of it. Start with an 80 grit and I go all the way up through 600, stopping every now and then to take a look and make sure all the toolbars have been removed. Then I can take it off the lathe, take the faceplate off and turn it around and clamp it down to my chuck. Then the fun part, you hollow out the middle. So again, using the 3/8 inch bowl gouge here, working in a little bit at a time, taking small bites. You don't want to try to take too big of a bite at a time and catch something. Possibility you can have that piece come out of the lathe, or you get a big old nick in it that you can't recover from. Very careful as I get thin here, checking to make sure my wall thickness is even. Make sure everything's smooth. Then I come in that inside corner there with the bowl scraper just to make sure that I get it all nice and flat. A smooth transition beside the sidewall and the really wider bottom plate of this. And then I go ahead and sand the inside surface. Again, starting with 80 grit and going all the way up through 600. Don't really need to do 600 all the way up to 600 on the inside of the bowl because hopefully you have things in it all the time, but it suited itself well for this particular bowl. So I did all the way to 600 on the inside as well. After I finish sanding, then I'll go ahead and take it out. And since I don't have a jumbo jaws, I take it over to the drill press. Use the largest Forstner bit I have to take as much of the tenon off as I can. I didn't quite get all of that, so I take it over to the workbench and use the chisel to pare off the rest of a little bit of the tenon that I need to remove. So this is the bottom of the bowl. It doesn't look that good, but hopefully you don't see the bottom much anyway. I have to get that all off, just a little bit of hand sanding there, and then I write my initials and the date on it. Use General Finishes salad bowl finish, and this is just the best part of any of these projects. I love, especially just a simple oil finish. Just brings out the color in that walnut and lets it shine.
Well, there we go, YouTube. I got that piece of walnut turned down, and I got a nice medium-sized bowl out of it. So, quite happy with the way it turned out. I love the way this walnut finishes. It just sands really well, and a couple of coats of oil, and it's ready to use. So, but I want to let you all know that I am very excited about the fact that I am about to hit 100 subscribers. I think I'm like 96, 97 subscribers now. So what I decided to do to thank you all is I'm going to give this bowl away. So if you would like a chance to have me send this to you, go ahead and leave a comment in the description below. And I'm going to, by my next shop update video in a few days, I'm going to pick a random comment and I'm going to send this bowl to you. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and you're coming back again next time. And thank you so much for all the support that you're showing me and the work that I'm doing. Thank you very much. Everybody have a good day. Bye.